But even in these situations, the emotional toll of staying can be devastating. We must also acknowledge the impact of society and culture. In many cultures, there is an unspoken pressure for women to stay in relationships, to keep the family together, and to endure hardship in silence. From a young age, many women are taught to value relationships and marriages above all else, often at the expense of their own well-being. They are told that the ultimate goal is to find love, to settle down, and to make sacrifices for the sake of the family. In many cultures, the idea of failure in a relationship can feel more devastating than the pain of staying in an unhealthy one. This societal pressure can be a powerful force, influencing women's decisions in ways they may not even fully understand. The fear of judgment from others, the shame of a broken relationship, and the stigma that comes with divorce or separation can all play a role in why a woman might stay in an unhealthy relationship. In this context, staying becomes a form of self-preservation, a way to protect her from the harsh judgments of society, even if it means sacrificing her happiness and emotional well-being. For some women, the idea of failure in love can be paralyzing. They may have spent years or even decades in a relationship, and the thought of walking away feels like admitting defeat, like throwing away everything they've worked for, the emotional investment they've made, the dreams they've built together with their partner, and the sacrifices they've made for the relationship all weigh heavily on their minds. They might tell themselves that leaving would be selfish, that they need to try harder, to give more, to sacrifice more for the sake of the relationship. The sense of guilt can be deeply ingrained, especially if a woman has been raised in an environment that values selflessness and sacrifice. In many cases, women are socialized to prioritize the needs of others over their own. They are taught that their happiness is secondary to the happiness of those around them, particularly their partners and children. This mindset can make it difficult for them to recognize when staying in the relationship is actually harmful to them, because they have internalized the belief that they must always put others first, no matter the cost. In some cases, the decision to stay in a toxic relationship is driven by financial dependence. Financial insecurity can make it almost impossible for a woman to leave, especially if she relies on her partner for income, housing, or support. The fear of becoming homeless, of losing access to financial resources, or of not being able to provide for her children, can create a sense of helplessness. She may feel trapped, believing that leaving would leave her in a vulnerable and precarious position. In these situations, staying isn't just about love or attachment, it's about survival. Financial abuse, too, can be a form of control used by an abusive partner to keep their partner dependent and trapped. The abuser may control the finances, restrict access to money, or punish the partner for spending or making independent financial decisions. This creates a power imbalance where the woman feels powerless to leave, unable to break free from the cycle of control. The fear of financial instability can be paralyzing, and it often prevents women from seeking help or leaving the relationship. But what happens when a woman does finally leave? The psychological impact of leaving can be just as profound as staying. Many women who leave toxic relationships experience a sense of guilt, self-doubt, and shame. They may feel as though they have failed, that they are somehow letting down their family or society by walking away. The emotional weight of leaving can be overwhelming, especially when the woman has invested so much of herself into the relationship. She may question her own worth, wondering if she made the right choice, if she should have fought harder, if she could have saved the relationship. The psychological aftermath of leaving can also include feelings of isolation. Women who leave toxic relationships often find themselves without a support network. They may have been isolated from friends and family during the relationship, or they may feel ashamed to reach out for help. The fear of being judged, of being seen as weak or incapable, can prevent them from seeking the support they need. They may also experience feelings of loneliness, even as they begin to rebuild their lives. The process of healing is long and difficult, and it requires emotional strength, courage, and support from others. One of the most painful aspects of leaving a toxic relationship is the loss of self-identity. Many women who stay in these relationships for extended periods of time lose sight of who they are outside of the relationship. They become so absorbed in their partner's needs, their partner's expectations, and their partner's emotions that they forget their own sense of self. When they leave, they often find themselves struggling to rediscover who they are, what they want, and what makes them happy. It's as though they've been living in the shadows of someone else's life for so long that stepping into the light feels both liberating and terrifying at the same time. But healing is possible. It may take time. It may require a great deal of effort, and it may involve seeking professional help or support from friends and family. But women who leave toxic relationships can reclaim their lives, rebuild their sense of self-worth, and rediscover their power. They can learn to set healthy boundaries, to prioritize their own needs, and to embrace their independence. It is a journey of self-discovery, self-love, and healing, and it is one that many women undertake with the strength and resilience that only they possess. At the heart of this dark psychology is the simple truth that women, like all humans, are capable of growth and change. They are not defined by their past, by their pain, or by their decisions. They have the ability to break free from the cycles that trap them, to rise above the darkness, and to create a future that is filled with love, light, and peace. The power to stay, to leave, and to heal is theirs, and it is a power that should never be underestimated. We must also take into account the subconscious emotional patterns that influence their decisions. These patterns are often deeply rooted in their upbringing, experiences, and past relationships. One of the most significant influences on a woman's decision to stay is the belief that love is synonymous with sacrifice. This belief, ingrained in many cultures, can be so deeply internalized that it becomes difficult for women to see their worth outside of their relationships. From a young age, many women